In the rain-soaked neon sprawl of tomorrow, love was never simply felt. It was built, cell by cell, hormone by hormone. This is episode 5 of the Endocrine Mastery series. We have walked through the command centers, the hypothalamus issuing orders from the shadows, the pituitary conducting the symphony, the thyroid driving the engine, the adrenal standing watch like an ever-vigilant alarm. But now, we step into the most sacred chambers of all. Deep within the body lie two quiet, ancient factories. In men, they are the testes. In women, the ovaries. Together, they are the gonads, your body's reproductive hormone factories. Inside these factories, specialized cells perform an exquisite molecular dance, transforming cholesterol into the very molecules that decide whether life continues. Testosterone, DHT, estradiol, progesterone, and the delicate signals that make conception possible. These are not just performance hormones, they are the architects of legacy. Yet in our pursuit of extreme physiques, many are unknowingly damaging these factories. Through prolonged aggressive cuts, heavy compound use, chronic stress, and insufficient recovery. Tonight, we pull back the curtain on how these factories truly operate, what happens when they begin to falter, and why protecting them may be the most important decision you ever make. Not just for your body today, but for the life you may create tomorrow. This is episode 5, the Gonads, your body's reproductive hormone factories. Let us step inside. Deep within the body lie two quiet, ancient factories. In men, they are the testes, two small, resilient organs that serve as the primary production centers for testosterone and sperm. In these factories, Leydig cells act like master craftsmen, converting cholesterol through a precise series of enzymatic steps into testosterone. The hormone that builds muscle, drives drive, strengthens bone, and shapes masculine physiology. Nearby, Sertoli cells nurture developing sperm, providing the delicate environment needed to transform genetic material into viable seeds of life. In women, the ovaries perform an even more intricate orchestration. Each month they produce estradiol and progesterone in carefully timed cycles, hormones that regulate fertility, prepare the body for potential pregnancy, influence bone health, mood, and metabolic function. They are not simple glands. They are the biological bridge between one generation and the next. Every molecule of testosterone, every sperm cell, every egg is the result of an exquisite molecular dance, a dance that has sustained humanity across millennia. It depends on balance, on signals flowing properly from the hypothalamus and the pituitary, on adequate cholesterol, proper nutrition, sufficient recovery, and protection from chronic stress. And yet, in our modern pursuit of extreme leanness and maximum performance, we have begun to disrupt this ancient balance. Many are unknowingly damaging these very factories. Through prolonged aggressive cuts that starve the body of the raw materials it needs, through heavy compound use that floods the system with synthetic hormones, silencing the natural production lines, through chronic stress that keeps the adrenal alarm screaming, drowning out the delicate signals these factories depend on, and through insufficient recovery that leaves the assembly lines overworked and undersupported. At first, the damage is quiet. Testosterone levels begin to decline, sperm quality diminishes, the monthly rhythms in women become irregular, libido fades, recovery slows, energy becomes unstable, and the very drive that once pushed you forward starts to feel distant. These factories do not scream like the adrenal alarm, they whisper. They whisper through diminishing returns in the gym, through the slow erosion of vitality, through the quiet fear that something essential, something sacred, is being lost. And the tragedy is this: The same discipline that built your physique may be quietly dismantling your future. Tonight, we do not look away. We pull back the curtain completely, and we examine what happens when these factories begin to falter. Because understanding this is no longer optional. Today is the difference between building a body that performs today and protecting the biology that allows you to build a legacy tomorrow. Inside the testes, Leydig cells work like master alchemists. They take cholesterol, the same molecule we've been told to fear, and through a precise series of enzymatic steps, transform it into testosterone. This single hormone then ripples outward, building muscle, strengthening bone, sharpening focus, fueling drive, and supporting the production of sperm in the neighboring seminiferous tubules. It is a masterpiece of biological engineering. In the ovaries, the process is even more intricate. Each month, follicles mature under the influence of FSH and LH. Estradiol rises to prepare the body. Progesterone follows to sustain potential life. The entire cycle is a carefully choreographed dance, one that has sustained our species through ice ages, famines, and triumphs. These factories do not exist in isolation. They are the final step in a sacred chain. The hypothalamus releases GnRH, the pituitary answers with LH and FSH, and the gonads respond by producing the very hormones that make us who we are and allow us to create what comes next. When this chain flows smoothly, the body thrives. When it is disrupted, the factories begin to quiet. The golden assembly lines slow, the output diminishes, and the body starts sending signals that something essential is being lost. This is not dramatic exaggeration. This is biochemistry, and far too many men and women chasing the ultimate physique, these factories are paying the price in silence. What does it look like when these factories begin to falter? The whispers become impossible to ignore. Testosterone levels drop. The very hormone that once fueled your drive, your strength, your recovery, grows quiet. Muscle that was once built with relative ease now feels harder to maintain. Fat loss becomes stubborn, especially around the midsection, as the body clings to every reserve in survival mode. Sperm production slows. The factories responsible for creating the next generation begin to reduce output. Libido fades. The spark that once felt effortless grows distant. Energy becomes inconsistent. Waves of fatigue replacing the steady fire you once relied upon. Mood shifts. Motivation wavers. Sleep, already fragile, becomes even more elusive as the delicate hormonal rhythms fall out of sync. And in women, the monthly orchestration becomes chaotic. Irregular cycles, shifting estrogen and progesterone levels, and the quiet biological stress that comes with it. This is not weakness. This is biology responding exactly as it was designed to when it senses the factories are under threat. The body is protecting what it believes is a famine, a crisis, a long-term emergency. And in that protection, it begins to sacrifice the future for the present. Yet the damage does not come from training alone. Many of the very compounds we use in the pursuit of greatness strikes these factories with precision. Appetite-regulating peptides like retatrutide create deep, prolonged deficits. The body, sensing famine, begins to shut down non-essential systems, including reproductive hormone production. In women, this often disrupts the delicate monthly orchestration of estradiol and progesterone, leading to irregular or absent cycles. The factories are told survival first, creation later. Growth-related peptides can offer support, helping with recovery and lowering systemic stress for both men and women. But even they must be used with wisdom and respect for the body's natural rhythms. And then there are the anabolic steroids. These powerful synthetic hormones flood the system, telling the hypothalamus and pituitary that plenty of sex hormones already exist. In men, the testes begin to power down their assembly lines. Natural testosterone production slows, sperm quality declines. In women, the ovaries face similar suppression. Estrogen and progesterone production is disrupted, often leading to amenorrhea, loss of menstrual cycles, masculinizing side effects, and long-term fertility challenges. When the cycle ends, the factories often remain quiet for months as the body struggles to restart. Post-cycle therapy becomes necessary not just for muscle, but for restoring the very ability to create life. Every choice has a cost. But here is the good news. Once you truly see these factories for what they are, everything changes. You stop the endless cycle of aggressive cuts and brutal back-to-back training blocks that leave no room for recovery. Your factories were never meant to operate under constant famine signals and unrelenting pressure. Strategic diet breaks and well-timed maintenance phases become acts of wisdom. Quiet moments where you give the ancient machinery permission to stand down, repair, and rebuild. You prioritize deep, restorative sleep like it is sacred ground. Because when the body is starved of true rest, these factories cannot function. In men, testosterone production falters in the darkness of poor sleep. In women, the delicate monthly rhythm of estradiol and progesterone falls into chaos. 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep is not a luxury. It is the fuel these factories need to keep creating. You learn to manage your total stress load with the respected demands. High-dose stimulants, relentless life pressure, and overtraining all keep the adrenal alarms screaming, drowning out the subtle signals these factories depend on to thrive. Learning when to push and when to pull back is no longer weakness, it is mastery. And most importantly, you use detailed blood work as your early warning system, your quiet guardian in the neon night. For men, track total and free testosterone, LH, FSH, estradiol, and DHEA-S. These markers tell you whether your factories are still receiving the proper signals or if they are beginning to go silent. For women, monitor estradiol, progesterone, LH, FSH, and TSH. These reveal whether your monthly cycles are being honored or quietly disrupted by the demands you place upon your body. Stop waiting until the factories grow dim. Protect them. Because when you do, fat loss becomes more sustainable, muscle building more efficient, energy more stable, mood more balanced, and, most importantly, your ability to create and sustain life remains strong and vibrant. The strongest thing any of us can ever build isn't just in the gym, it's in the future we choose to protect. This is the story of the gonads. Not just glands, not just performance tools. They are the quiet architects of legacy. Every molecule of testosterone you produce, every cycle you honor, every signal you protect, carries the potential for life itself. In our pursuit of extreme physiques, we have too often treated these factories as disposable, but they are not. They are the most personal and profound part of your biology, the bridge between who you are today and who you may become as a father, a mother, a lineage. So the question is no longer just, how do I look better? It becomes something deeper. How do I build a body that lasts and a legacy that endures? Protect these factories. Honor the delicate dance happening inside you, because the strongest thing you will ever create may not be your physique. It may be the life that comes after you. This has been episode 5 of the Endocrine Mastery series, The Gonads, your body's reproductive hormone factories.